If you have ever heard the sound of your voice on a recording and cringed, or maybe you just like to up your game around how your voice sounds and how it feels to you when you hear the sound of your voice, that's what this video is all about. I'm Stephanie Bonte-Lebair with the Empowered Voice and Empowered Business Networking, and it is my mission to help you love the sound of your voice, not just what it physically sounds like, but also how you use it in the world. The sound of your voice as you put it into your messaging, as you sit down to have conversations with people at networking events, as you have one-on-one conversations with potential clients who might want to work with you in some way, shape, or form. To love the sound of your voice is to love your message, to love your purpose, to love how you are being in the world. And this is part 2 of a 3-part video series on how to prepare to speak on purpose and captivate your audience. And last week we started with video 1 around your spiritual voice and how you can really prepare to use your voice out in the world energetically, and all about the thoughts and feelings you have and the energy that you bring to the conversation. This video number 2, is all about the physical voice. And this is my zone of genius. I've got a master's in voice, a minor in speech pathology, and I have sung on stages all over the world. And I have coached people on how to use the sound of their voice for over 20 years. And so this particular message and technique that I bring to the world is one of my favorite things to talk about, because it's helped me love the sound of my voice, and therefore I can pass it down to you. I want to give you a gift today. If you would like the show notes, where I'm going to go into detail about everything I speak about on this video into a Cliff Notes version, you can do a #empower. I'm also going to gift a bonus gift inside of the notes. I'm going to give you a link to opt into a free video series called The 3 Secrets to a Captivating Voice, where I walk you through actual vocal techniques, including breathing techniques, to help you with the resonation of your voice and alter the resonation. Most people don't realize they can change the sound of their voice. So these are some techniques that will help you do that and feel good about your voice. If you're watching the replay, give me a #replay as well. I'm always happy to come back and answer questions and engage with anyone who sees these videos. With that, a reminder that I started last week's video with my vocal empowerment method, which talks about 3 different voices that you need to be successful in your communication and in using your voice. The first is the spiritual voice, the second is the physical voice, and the third is the mental voice, which we will talk about in the next video. So today is all about the physical voice, and I'm going to discuss the number 1 vocal technique that helps you be more captivating when you use your voice. So let me pull up what that is. So the number 1 technique is called vocal variety. So just like you hear a song that might just be a one-note song, without a lot of other notes in the song, it becomes boring pretty quickly. So if you were to hear somebody who sounds monotone really means that one note. They just speak on one note. They've got like a one-trick pony, and they don't create variety in their sound. So we want to create variety like musicians create variety. And specifically, I want to break it down into what I call the 4 Ps of vocal variety. So I want to show you a graphic to just help you. So the 4 Ps to vocal variety include pitch, pacing, punch, and pause. So pitch is all about how high or how low you speak. So research says that when we speak to children, our voices go up. They go a little bit higher, like, "Hi, little girl, that's such a pretty dress you're wearing." Or when we read a book to a child, you'll hear more inflection, more variety in the sound of the voice. So pitch is how high or how low, much like sopranos are the highest in the choir and basses are the lowest in the choir. We have range as singers. So your pitch speaks to range. Pacing speaks to how fast or how slow you speak. So when I get really excited, I'll talk really, really fast. I might even go a mile a minute. I get so excited. And then if I never slow it down, it becomes too much for the listener's ear to take in. So you want to create variety, not just in how high and how low you might be speaking, but in how fast and how slow you might be speaking. The third is punch. Now, punch can be something loud and dramatic. It can be an exclamation, or it can be the punch of something intense or even quiet and soft that can still have a punch to it. And the final one, which is often overlooked, is called the pause. Every once in a while, you want to pause. You want to allow your listener to take in what you just said, or you can use it to draw their attention to you. If you ever are speaking in front of a room and there's a lot of noise going on, you can actually just stop talking and wait, and people will start to realize and they'll lift their eyes up and you'll draw their attention. So these four areas can create a lot of variety in how you show up in the world and how you sound. Now, a couple ways you can practice this to put it into application is to go get a children's book, maybe a Dr. Seuss book or something where you can be dramatic and have a little flair. You can read it to a child if you want to, if that helps you be more authentic. But you want to allow yourself to play with pitch, pacing, punch, and pause. Another thing you can do is to practice speaking your networking introduction out loud and recording it for yourself. Listen back. Do you sound like you have variety in the way you deliver that introduction? Or does it sound like you memorized it and you're just blah, 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 blah. You're just trying to get it all out within that 30 to 60 seconds. We want to have an authentic connection with everyone that we're involved with, especially in business. So when you can feel good about what you sound like when you give that introduction and you record it on your phone and play it back, if you can feel really good about how you sound, not just what you say, but how you deliver that 30 to 60 seconds, people are going to sense that in you. They're going to sense your confidence. They're going to feel you. They're going to have a more authentic connection to you. So I highly recommend that you do that before you network or before you speak. If you would like to dive deeper into some of these techniques that allow you to have better breath support, that allow you to change the resonation in your throat and in your cavities so that you can alter the sound of your voice, then I invite you to go ahead and give it #empower so I can get you signed up for my free video series, The 3 Secrets to a Captivating Voice, where you'll have videos you can actually practice along with the videos. I give you demonstrations on actually how to inhale, how to exhale, how to project, things you can do with your throat. You know, it's quite in depth and it's free. So I welcome you to, invite you to please opt in for that so you can get some extra support. Quick recap, the 3 voices you need to succeed are the spiritual voice, the physical voice, and the mental voice, which we will talk about in the next video. The 4 P's to vocal variety are pitch, pacing, punch, and pause. Practice these different areas to become more captivating with your voice. We're going to talk about in the next video, the mental voice, which is the words you choose to use and the structure or the pacing of your talk itself. And I'm going to introduce a very specific method that I use that allows you to quickly identify the values of that person that you are speaking to, whether it is a group or an individual, so that you can change and alter your presentation to meet their needs so that they're best able to take it in and understand it and make an informed decision. And you can do this in seconds. So that's what I'm going to introduce in our next video. So stay tuned. I'm Stephanie Bonte-Lebair with the Empowered Voice and Empowered Business Networking, and I'm helping you know what to say and how to say it to find more prospects and close sales faster when you network and speak. Until next time.